Hello, this is Robert. Welcome back to Rolling Smoke Barbecue and Cooking. Today I'll be making meatball marinara po' boys. Let's get started. Okay, the ingredients in my po' boys today will be 80-20 ground chuck. I'll be using 2.93 pounds. I'll be also be using some steak buns, po' boy buns, store brand. I had to pick this up. I normally don't use this brand. It's called the Silver Pellet marinara sauce. So I'm gonna try that this time and see how this tastes. I usually get Prego or Ragu if they have a marinara sauce, but they didn't have it at my local Brookshire's. Also, I'm using the Borden brand provolone cheese. I'll be topping that over my meatballs before I pour the marinara sauce on them. And also, I'll be using a bowl to mix it up in, and I'll be using Best Stop Cajun seasoning in my meatballs. That's all I'll be putting in those. And I'll also be using a cookie sheet with a warming rack to put my meatballs on top of, to put in my pellet grill to allow the smoke to go all the way around the meatball and evenly smoke and cook them in my pellet grill. So just a second and I'll show you how to mix the meatballs. Be back in a second. Okay folks, I was mixing my meatballs and didn't realize that the battery on my camera had died. Normally charge them all the way up before I film, but this time I had forgotten to. But anyway, I'm gonna go out there and preheat my grill to 250 degrees. And I'm gonna look at an internal temperature of 165. I normally cook with internal temperatures and temperatures with my ThermoWorks signal, or this one I'll probably be using my ThermoPop from ThermoWorks. But anyway, I don't usually cook with time because temperature is what the FDA recommends, and they recommend on ground meat about 165 to be a safe temperature to consume ground meat. So that's what I go by. That way I keep my family safe, and I know that when I serve them anything that it's safe to eat and it's well done. So I'll be out there at the pit. See you in a little bit. I also would like to take the time to thank Mr. Robert Lewis with Big Lou Barbecue for the shout out. This is a new YouTube channel that I started about a month ago, so I'm trying to get used to being in front of the camera. So I know I say a lot, but it's kind of different when you're on the other side of the camera. But also I just wanted to say thank you, Mr. Robert Lewis with Big Lou Barbecue. Thanks for the shout out, man. I appreciate it. Really means a lot. I'll see you out at the grill. Okay, got my grill heated to 250 degrees. Time to put the meatballs on. Got them on my cookie sheet and also on my cooling rack. I'm gonna get evenly smoked all the way around and evenly cooked. Gonna check on them in about an hour. See you then. Okay folks, I've checked my internal temperature in my meatballs. They're at 150 now. They need to be at 165. So now what I'm gonna do is take them off the pit, put them over here on my table, and put them in a tinfoil pan and put my marinara sauce on them and put them back on till they reach 165 internal. See you in a minute. Okay folks, now I'm gonna take my meatballs off the grill, put them in my pan, get ready to put the sauce on. and then put them back on for another 30, 45 minutes or until they reach 165 internally. Putting my sauce on them, my marinara sauce. Gonna shake it up real good and put it on them. We'll go ahead and put 2 jars on them. That way I've got plenty of coverage. I won't be missing anything. They'll be all evenly coated. Will be some good eating. That's what I'm doing now. Gonna go ahead and get back on there. Like I said, I'm gonna put them back on there. Get the sauce good and hot, and let them finish cooking till they reach an internal temperature of 165. See you then. Check them. They're at an internal temperature of 165. So it's time to pull them off. We'll see you in a little bit inside to do the taste test. I'm gonna also videotape me making the sandwiches with the provolone cheese. See you in a bit. Okay, folks, it's time to make the sandwiches. The po' boys. Let's get started. What I'll do is I'm gonna put them just like this. Probably gonna do 3 for each po' boy. Trying to get not too much sauce on them because then make the bun soggy. Don't want that. So what I'm doing, trying to get this drained a little bit. There's one. I did put provolone cheese on this one. This one's my wife's. So we didn't put any provolone cheese on this one. She don't like provolone cheese. This one will have provolone cheese on it. This is mine. So I'm gonna put 2 pieces of provolone cheese on mine. Then I'll do the same thing. I'll put my meatball on. I'll put 3 meatballs on with a little bit of sauce in each one, but not too much to keep from making it soggy. Draining it a little bit. Don't want to stay on there. Okay. Now, I'm gonna fold it over. Meatballs are a little big for the sandwich, but I figured they would shrink more than this, but they're not really shrinking, so we'll just go with it. See you at the table. Now for the taste test. This thing's pretty big, so I'm gonna have to take a knife and kind of cut it in half. It'd been better if I'd been able to get the sub buns, but I ended up having to get the steak buns because my local Brookshires didn't have them in today. So let's try this out here. They're good and juicy. Sauce is good. It's all over my shirt, but it's good. And like I always say, boy, it's good. Thanks for watching.